everyone. Today I'd like to start with a story as to why I think the voice is an amazing mystery. As I came onto Adrian College campus as a freshman, I was starting my first day as a music major, and I walked into the music building and I heard the voice of an angel. It sounded like a very high voice, and I went over to the door, waited for the voice to stop, and rushed in because I wanted to meet this person. And I walked up and said, "Hi, I would like to meet the beautiful singer that I just heard. Where is she?" And a man stepped forward, stuck his hand out and said, "Hi, I'm Eric Swanson, and I was the one singing." I turned beet red, turned around, and left the room. Have any of you ever mistaken a female for a male on the radio? Yes? All of you? Very good. Okay, so to me, the voice is like an instrument. I can't ever really tell what I'm listening to until I can actually see it. So the voice is like an instrument. There's 4 main types of voice, and there's always exceptions to those 4 main groups. Okay, so the voice is like an instrument because the bigger the instrument, the lower the sound. Now that doesn't mean physical appearance for a person. Just because I'm a bigger person doesn't mean I'm going to be lower than the next girl. But it's all about the vocal cords inside. So when you look at a tuba, you can see all of the tubing. The tuba is a really big brass instrument and is very low. And then you look at a flute and it's very small and it has 1 tube and that's very high. When you're looking at male and female voices, it is all about how long their vocal cords are. The longer the vocal cord, the lower the pitch. The shorter the vocal cord, the higher the pitch. As Kamen says in The Appreciation of Music, the range of a singer's voice depends both on training and the physical makeup, meaning the length of the vocal cords. There are groups in instruments like the flute, which is a woodwind, which is the higher voices, and the tuba is brass, which is the lower voices. Like those groups, voices have 4 main groups: soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. The female voices are the soprano and alto, and the male are the tenor and bass. Now, the tighter the chords, the higher the pitch. If you look at a string instrument like a violin or a guitar, the tighter you make it is the higher the pitch. So that was a quote from Kennan, the author of The Beauty of Orchestration. So, the voice is a muscle that can be trained to the extremes, causing the exceptions to those 4 main groups. Behind me I've written on the board. Can you all see? Yes? Okay. Alright, so we have soprano, alto, tenor, bass, from high to low. Above the soprano, if you were to train your voice to make them tighter, your vocal cords tighter, you would have a contralto. Then, in between soprano and alto, there's a mezzo-soprano. In between alto and tenor, there's a contralto and also a countertenor that sings. The countertenor sings like a woman, and it is a male, and the contralto is a woman that sounds like a man. So that is the middle ground. And then in between tenor and bass, there's a baritone. Those are the exceptions to the 4 main groups. Now, I would like to play you some clips, and I'd like you to tell me what you think, which gender you think it is. Here's clip number 1. Okay, that's example 1. And here's example 2. Alright, the first one, male or female? Let's see, how many of you think it was a male? 2 of you, okay. And how many of you thought it was a female? Okay, everyone else. Alright, so the first one was a male and the second one was a female. The first one was a countertenor, so it was a male that sounded like a woman, and the second one was a contralto, which was a female that sounded like a man. So, in conclusion, the voice is like an instrument, and it takes vibration and air and has many groupings just like the voice. The voice has 4 main groups: soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. And then there are always exceptions to those 4 main groups, and those are contralto, mezzo, soprano. I said that incorrectly, excuse me. Coloratura, soprano, mezzo, soprano, alto, contralto. Then there is countertenor, baritone, and bass, and that's from high to low. The voice has always been an amazing mystery to me, and I hope that today I've enlightened you to the wild world of the human voice. Thank you very much.